Okay, so welcome to today's lesson. Today is agreement or disagreement with a statement. So that's today's topic. So here are today's key phrases. You can say that again. I agree or I disagree. And I think so too or I don't think so. Okay, so here's a statement. I think the most popular soccer player in Korea is Son Heung-min. So what do you think? If you agree, okay, you can say that again, or I agree, or I think so too. So those are your positive phrases. So let's talk about negative phrases if you disagree. So you can say, I don't agree, or I don't think so. Okay, so here's the statement. Shin ramen is delicious. Do you agree or disagree? So you can say, I agree, or I disagree. For example, if you disagree, you can give your reasoning. I disagree because the taste is outdated. Or if you say, I agree because Shin ramen is very spicy and I like spicy food. Here's the next statement. So Donald Trump is smart. So you can say, I think so too. If you agree, you can say, I don't think so. Okay? All right, Barack Obama is handsome. So if you agree, you can say that again. If you disagree, you can say, I don't think so. So EXO are a great group. So if you agree, you can say, I think so too. Or if you disagree, you can say, I don't think so. You can say, for example, I don't think so because I believe BTS are a better group. Okay? Or you can say, I think so too because EXO has the best songs, right? Okay, next statement. IU is the most beautiful singer in Korea. So if you agree, you can say, I think so too. For example, I think so too because she has a very nice voice. You can say, I don't think so because I believe there are better female singers, okay? All right, so what's your opinion? I think the most delicious Korean food is gamjatang. So what were the ways you can agree or disagree? If you want to agree, you can say what? You can say that again. I agree, or I think so too. So what are the two phrases you can say to disagree? You can say, I don't think so, or I disagree, okay? All right, let's go to page 13 in your book, 13. Okay, so let's take a look at the picture, all right? Page 13. Let's find out which items in the store that you like, okay? So you can say, for example, I like the cups very much. Or you can say, I like the tumblers very much. Or I like the blankets very much. Or I like the travel pillows very much. Or I like the phone cases very much, right? Okay. All right, so let's find out what the two people said when they visited the store, okay? So why did they visit the store? Because they want to buy a what kind of gift for their, okay? Let's say, for example, their mom, okay? So let's take a look at the video.
Jimin, look! That red phone case looks nice.
You can say that again. Mom would love it as a birthday present.
I wonder how much it costs.
Let me see. It costs 40,000 won.
Really? That's so expensive.
I don't agree. Look, it works works as a wallet, too.
Oh, I didn't see that. Then let's buy it for Mom.
Okay, I'm delighted to buy something special for Mom.
So am I.
Okay, so why did the two people visit the store? Do you remember why? So they visited the store to buy what kind of gift? That's right, it's a birthday gift. And who did they buy the birthday gift for? That's right, their mom. Okay? Birthday gift for their mom. Okay, let's find out and complete the information about the item that the two people bought. Okay, so what did they buy at the store? So they bought a phone case and what? That's right, they bought a wallet in one. And do you recall what the price was? That's right, it costs 40,000 won. Okay, 40,000 won. Okay, now let's go to page 15 in your book. 15.
Communicate. Speak.
Okay, so let's imagine you're in each situation and talk about with your friends about how you feel, okay? So now, let's go to page 15. So let's find out what is the most boring day of the week. So you can fill your own idea. Okay, so me, for example, I think the most boring day of the week is Thursday. Why? Because it's not quite the weekend, right? Okay, maybe the best day of the week is Friday. So what do you think is the most boring day of the week? All right. So let's find out what they said here. They said Monday, okay? So if you agree, what can you say? You can say that again, or I agree, or I think so too, right? Okay, let's go to the next part. Teens should not do what too much, okay? So fill in your opinion. So what do you think teens should not do too much? I think teens should not, for example, I think teens should not play games too much, right? Let's find out what they said here. Teens should not read comics too much, okay? So what's my opinion? I think so too, because they should be reading other more educational materials, okay? All right, now let's go to the next part. Teens should sleep blank amount of hours a day, okay? So just fill in what you think is a reasonable amount of hours per day teens should sleep. So you can say, for example, teens should sleep 8 hours a day, right? Okay, so let's find out what they wrote. So they agreed with me. Teens should sleep 8 hours a day. So again, you can say that again. I agree. I think so too. Okay? Or you can say, I disagree, or I don't think so. Okay, next, let's find out what the most popular K-pop star is. So in my opinion, the most popular K-pop star is BTS, right? So let's find out what they say here. So the most popular K-pop star is Psy. So you can say that again because he has the most YouTube views for his video Gangnam Style, right? Okay, next. Parents should give us blank amount of won a week for allowance, okay? So in my personal view, I think parents should give us, for example, 50,000 won a week for allowance. What about you? How much allowance do you think students should receive? Okay, so let's find out what they wrote. Parents should give us 10,000 won a week for allowance. So let's say you disagree. What would you say? Parents, I disagree because they should give us at least 50,000 won a week for allowance, right? Maybe it's not even enough to pay for lunch or dinner, right? Okay. Okay, so let's write down if you agree or you disagree with each of these statements, okay? All right, now let's go to talking groups, okay? So, do your friends agree or disagree with you? So let's say you say this opinion here. I think the most boring day of the week is Monday, okay? So you can say this, for example, to your mother or your sister, whoever's at home with you. And then your friend will say something like, I agree, or I disagree. Or if they agree, you can say that again, or I think so too, right? Okay. So let's practice saying each of these statements, okay? Number one, I think the most boring day of the week is Monday, okay? So I'm going to list out my personal opinion. You can say that again. Monday is the most boring of the week, boring day of the week because this is the day that we have to go back to school or go back to work, right? So it depends on what you want to say. Or you can say, I disagree because I'm excited to go back to school, or I'm excited to go back to work. Okay, next. What does she say here? You can say that again. So is that a positive or a negative? You're absolutely right. It's a positive statement, okay? It's similar to I agree or I think so too. All right, next. Let's find out her response. I don't think so. Thursday is the most boring, okay? So what do you think her reasoning could be for saying that Thursday is the most boring? Perhaps maybe it's just 1 week, 1 day before Friday, so maybe she feels bad that it's just almost Friday, right? Okay. All right, next, we have this statement here. Let's read it together. I agree. We have all the difficult subjects on Thursday, okay? So, what is he saying here? So, perhaps all the difficult subjects were stacked on Thursday, okay? Maybe it might be true, okay? All right, thank you very much for listening, and please have a nice rest of your day, okay? Good job.